Welcome back to another episode. I'm Nerdy Bitter Buddy, and man, I tell ya, today we are looking back, and we're looking back to a bit more of a simpler time. That is midnight launches, and I gotta tell you, I miss them. Now, for those gamers who are too young to know what midnight launches are, well, they were exactly that. Game launches or console launches at midnight. So you would basically go to your local video game store and line up, and they'd be open on the day of release at midnight. And oh boy, if you've ever been to one, this was an event. You've got to remember that, like, back then there was no such thing as pre-downloading, or, you know, there's nothing like that. So you actually had to physically go out. So, like, you went out, you waited in line at the store, and it was basically like a party, right? Like a celebration. And, you know, the store would be decorated with the game's posters. They'd have trailers playing everywhere on screens. They could even have, like, demos playing. And they'd have music playing, like, from the games too. And some people even dressed up. It was really, really cool. It's something that I really miss these days, because rather than just pre-downloading a game, you got to wait in line, you know, you got to talk to people, maybe exchange gamer tags. I never did, but, you know, I heard of people doing that. And just share, you know, talk about a shared interest, and just literally vibe out in the experience with everyone. It was fantastic. So, I went to a few midnight launches, and I guess we'll talk through them. So, the first was Halo Reach. So, my mum, being the legend she is, she drove me about 20 minutes away on a school night to pick up Halo Reach. And I still have it to this day, which is here. I got the big edition, you know, you open it up. This is the exact... It smells like it did when I picked it up. It's amazing. But yeah, got it and everything. Has the book from Halsey. It's really, really cool. Anyway, I remember getting home, and she let me stay up an hour later to play about the first hour of the game. And it was crazy to think about. So, like, Mum, I blame you for my gaming addiction, partly. The next was Assassin's Creed 3. And I've still got this game on the PS3. So I got the big edition. It had, like... And I've still got it. Where is it? It's up there on my shelf. I won't get it down now because I don't want to. But it's, like, got the big statue and everything. It's really, really cool. So... I pre-ordered that, and my older brother took me to get this, and I got the special Steelbook edition, as you can see, and the hype was real. I remember walking into the store, right, and my brother and we were like looking around, waiting in line, and the guy behind the counter, he's like, "Are you guys here for Assassin's Creed 3? And my brother was like, you know, being the sarcastic person he is, he's like, "Nah, mate, we're here for another game, actually." And, like, I just remember the guy behind the counter being really shocked, like he thought we were being serious. But, you know, we ended up getting the order, and it was just really, really cool. Now, lastly, unfortunately, this is my last one, and it was a big one. This is the one where I went, oh, wow, this game is popular. And that is GTA 5 on the PS3. And this is the copy I got back then, too. So, again, my mum took me to this one, and this was back in 2013, and it was huge. They had lines for people who wanted to buy the game, and who, you know, they had separate ones for those who wanted to, or who had pre-ordered it, which was really cool. And the line went from the game store, which was like, you know, inside the mall, all the way out to the outside of the mall, out the front. And, like, it was huge. It was packed, right? And, oh my god, the hype was real. You could just feel the excitement in the air. It was crazy. There were so many people. They were just excited. They're talking about the game. They were talking about joining Rockstar Social Club and, like, joining the crews and stuff. I saw my older brother's friend there too. Said hi. You know, it's really, really cool. And that night, again, my mum, she let me stay up and play it like a boss. And it was just so good. Midnight launches, you know... It was just one of those things you had to experience to understand how special they were. And, you know, you got people who are like, "Oh, well, you know, why do you have to wait in line? You can just download it nowadays." It wasn't about waiting in line. It was about experiencing, like, a celebration of a game or a console. I never went to a console midnight launch, but, you know, games, it was really, really fun. Anyway, guys, have you been to a midnight launch? What was the last midnight launch you guys went to? And that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.